Shrink. Jump your feet and arms wide and take yourself from being a giant star to being a tiny little mouse. On your knees, tucking yourself up into a tiny little mouse shape. Yes, Alice thinks now she'll be small enough to fit through the door, but oh no, the door's closed and the key's back on the table. So Alice comes all the way up. She stands high on her tippy toes, reaching her arms up to try and get the key from the table, but it's just too high. Then she spots something else, a tiny little glass box. Coming to sit on your bottoms, joining the soles of your feet together, holding onto your toes, and bring your head down towards your feet, closing your little glass box. She opens it up, lifting your head, and inside is a tiny
Fola, look at the TV and do it. Look at Gbemi.
Are the letters
Look at Gbemi. Okay, sit down like Gbemi.
F. Eat me. Alice reaches in. She gets the little cake and brings it close. She spreads her legs wide and then leans forward to gobble it all up. Delicious. But something funny begins to happen again. Alice begins to grow really, really big. Coming onto your knees, everyone. Starting in mouse pose, all the way forwards. Let's grow slowly. Coming all the way up with your arms in front. All the way up and over your head. She grows past her normal size until she's on her hands and knees, feeling very squashed. And then she lies down on her shoulder, feeling even more squashed. Oh no, now I'm too big. She starts to cry. All of a sudden, the white rabbit comes hopping past again. Coming into your rabbit hopping pose. Spread your fingers, tuck your toes, lift your bottom and hop. 1, 2, 3, hoppity hoppity hop. And again, 1, 2, 3, hoppity hoppity hop. He drops his fan. Alice sits up, feeling hot and bothered, and she takes the fan and she cools herself down with it. Crisscross your fingers, put them under your chin, take a big breath all the way in and lift up your elbows. Ready? I can do it. Breathe out to the sky. And again, breathing in, lift your elbows, and breathe out to the sky. Magically, as she does this, she begins to shrink again. But oh dear, because of her crying, she's shrinking into a pool of her own salty tears. She has to swim. Coming onto your knees, everyone. Bring your hands into the centre and breathe in as you lift your arms. Ready? And breathe out as you lower down. Breathing in. And breathing out. It's a lake, and she's not alone in this lake. There's a little mouse in it with her. Coming into mouse pose, turning to the side, on your knees, folding yourself all the way forwards. The mouse says, I'm a little bit frightened, so I'm swimming to the shore. There's also a duck.
Gbemi, you're eating your nails.
Coming into duck pose, high up onto your tippy toes, bending your knees, try not to wobble.
Yes, I'm looking at you.
Roll your shoulders back and take
you guys are doing yoga.
You. Ooh, the duck goes quack, 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 quack. There's also an eaglet in the water, which is a baby eagle. Coming up to stand, cross one leg over the other, your arms wide, scissor your arms and wave with your underneath arm.
Yes,
now
I see it. You guys are doing really well.
Like a baby eagle. Ah.
You're doing yoga.
There's also a lorry bird.
It's amazing.
Coming down onto 2 knees. Wrap your arms around yourself, and as you open up your
okay,
beak,
go and sit down.
There's arms wide.
You fell, yeah.
Open your beak and close. Well done, everyone. Alice thinks what a curious bunch of creatures they are. They all swim on their tummies to the shore, coming down to lie on your bellies and swim using your arms and your feet. They swim right to the shore and then they come up to stand and think, how shall we dry off? I know, let's have a race, a carcass race. It's simple. All you do is run around and around in a circle. And they're off. Here we go, everyone. Running around and around and around. Goodness me. The race lasts for about half an hour until the dodo suddenly stops.
Stops.
Coming into dodo pose. Down onto your knees, hands on your hips like little
That's so
wings,
funny.
and take your elbows back behind you. He looks up and he says, the race is over. Everybody has won and all shall have glasses. Then they all sit back on their heels.